Before we get into our three muscle groups, I'd like to take a moment to explain the differences between land and water, especially if you've never been a water exercise instructor before. One of the differences between land and water is that in water we do everything upright, which makes it more of a functional activity, that anytime you're working any specific muscle groups, your abdominals, your low back, and your hip stabilizers all have to be working together. So that makes any activity we do in the water a little bit more functional. And we'll be using the word function as we talk about the different muscle groups later on. Sculling with our hands right here will help us to keep proper posture throughout the whole activity. And you'll notice as we review the three muscle groups today that you'll see a lot of action with sculling happening. We're going to review an intensity progression right now just to remind you about the importance of progressing a different movement. We're not going to have 5 or 10 different exercises. We're really just going to show you one exercise and take it through an entire intensity progression. On your screen right now, you'll see a video of a lat exercise in the deep water. We're going to move from a low to high intensity progression. First, we mark the move and press down with the hands in a fisted position so we don't have any increased surface area. Of course, when we press down, the body moves up just slightly. Then we perform the same move, putting the arms in front and then in back. Do the arms go in front or in back is a big controversy with latissimus dorsi. We actually want the hands to come straight through the body, but that's impossible. So therefore, we put the hands in front or in back. And in this particular video, you'll see both of them happening. We can increase the intensity by pressing down harder and rising up. As you see, our model is rising up with the chest almost out of the water. Now we'll increase the speed, and we'll do the same movement by adding surface area. We'll increase the speed again with surface area. This progression would be to suspend the legs in a neutral position. Neutral position is like standing straight up with the legs straight down. Our final progression is that with the legs crossed, where there's hardly any involvement at all of the lower body, and the lats are having to do all of the movement, which makes it a little bit harder. So that's a sample exercise progression in the deep water.